We are live. Thank you to Ernie for fixing the table. Mary's just getting over a cold, so we'll see how much ping pong enthusiasm she has for today. But we are back. Hope everybody's had a nice summer. I brought Jacob over a couple of days ago, and I shot one with Jacob in Austria that Mary was not part of because she is kind of a purist on the ping pong podcast. She's only willing to ping pong in the state of California.
That's not true. We had ping pong in round one, didn't we?
Oh, we did it in Ohio. Right, we didn't do a ping pong podcast.
No, we didn't.
The Dodgers won today. Kenley Jansen loaded the bases in the ninth, but they beat the Yankees 2-1. So that was pretty exciting.
Scared everybody to death.
After losing yesterday, was it 10-2 or something?
Why?
The answer to everyone's questions, no, we are not going to the Dodgers versus Yankees series. We sold all our tickets because money. Generally, we sell our tickets for the Dodgers at our cost, and with the exception of the playoffs, because generally we have some costs throughout the year, and the playoffs kind of help us to make up the difference. But otherwise, we try to sell them at cost, because that way you don't have to pay step-up fees, and either for the seller or the buyer. And so it's kind of nice to be able to share our really good seats in both the field level and the dugout club. We sold everything at face value for the season except the Yankee series, because it was like getting another playoff series out of it. So we got rid of about 2/3 of the amount we had. We're down, I guess, by selling those Yankee tickets. So that helps. And hopefully we'll have a long run in the playoffs. That really worked well last year. So are you feeling like talking, or you're?
I'm trying not to choke on the Ricola in my mouth while I play.
What flavor?
I'm biting. Just the regular flavor, but I'm biting on it so I don't swallow it by accident.
So I should tell stories.
I feel like I sound funny while I'm biting on it.
Probably.
Whoop.
So we came in and the ping pong table was a little crooked, which actually it was when I played with Jacob the other day. But some teenagers, according to Ernie, our host here at Sears, said some teenagers had come and sat on the ping pong table. So if you're wondering if you can sit on a ping pong table, the answer is no. It's meant for the weight of a ping pong ball, not somebody's butt. And so you are, one of the legs had squished into itself. There's like a little trivet on the bottom of it, and it had gotten squished up into the metal leg. So Ernie fixed it, and so now we have a relatively even ping pong table. But
normal.
Don't sit on your ping pong tables, friends. Lesson of the day. So did you have a favorite stop on our trip?
Wow. Going to Copenhagen and then going across to Sweden for Big Snap is pretty spectacular. Just because of the size of that venue.
Do you remember the name of it?
That close to sort of the action. It wasn't a very big place.
So the Big Slap was a tournament, kind of a one-day festival of electronic dance music in Sweden, but it was sort of really close to Copenhagen, as opposed to Oslo, which is pretty far away. They're basically neighbors with Copenhagen.
Sort of a subway ride away.
It actually goes under there's a water channel there that the train goes under from Copenhagen, Denmark to Malmö, Sweden. You might have a guest star soon.
Check passports on train.
Check passports. Which seems kind of sad.
Reminiscent of the old days when there wasn't an EU and they checked passports between every country.
come say hi, Ernie?
Phil Noble's watching. Scott Stafford's watching.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Scott. Michelle was posting all the posts about her daughters moving off to Muhlenberg and Virginia Tech, but I had to post me helping Jacob to move in at Chapman, so you inspired me, Michelle. And Scott doesn't get the move-out experience till late September because his daughter's going to UCLA, where it doesn't start till for another
Much later.
6.5 months, right? Starts the end of September. I think Oregon does the same thing, but they don't start till late September. But Sabrina starts like September 4th, or September
10th,
9th,
I think.
but she's going back September 1st because she's got to get used to the altitude.
So she can sing right.
There's a lot of breathing apparently in opera singing, and high altitude is apparently something you have to get used to, and so she did last year.
But it took her a while, and so she wants to have that recuperation time before auditions.
So they audition for the choral groups, and they audition for the fall, winter opera scenes gala. That's November 1st and 3rd. So we're planning on being there for November 1st and 3rd. For the last year they just did 1. This year they're doing 2. And so we are currently planning on going. And there's also a performance of the Barber of Seville at the Professional Colorado Opera in Denver that we've gotten tickets to go to as well. So if anybody else wants to go to any of those events, let us know. And we will arrange to do that with you. Last year she kind of got a couple of most of the choral parts. And so we will see what she gets as a sophomore. But it was basically her first opera performance with staging and costumes and such. But the big opera in the spring was really more of a...
Steve Lesensky is asking a question.
What's Steve's question?
Shouldn't you be at the Dodger game, or did that already happen?
We sold our tickets, Steve. You missed the first part of the podcast.
And it did already happen. We did not come to the mall until after the game was over. We were watching it. It was Fox FS1 Game of the Week. So we got to actually watch instead of...
In case you missed the explanation for why we sold them, it's called money.
Money!
That there was basically a premium price for the Yankees tickets, and so we sold them because we can basically go anytime, and people who are Yankee fans are willing to pay super duper premium. And so it helps to pay our other costs for the year, even though mostly we sell them at cost whenever possible, because when we have to sell them on StubHub, then we have to pay their fees. And so you got to kind of make that up throughout the year or in the playoffs. But the Yankees is like having another playoff series. We're also not going tomorrow. Today was sort of we usually don't go to day games. So we sold these a little less expensively than Sundays and Fridays. Fridays was kind of the evening premiere event, and then Sunday is kind of fun because it's like a 5 o'clock. It's always a fun time of day. Close to the 1 o'clock in August can get kind of warm.
Yeah. Sitting outside, and dugout seats get chained a little earlier, or field level seats in the evening. A bug landed on my feet.
What kind of bug?
It either flew away or I brushed it away. Or it's still on my head.
So was the Big Slap Festival in Sweden surprising to you, or was it what you thought it was going to be?
It was kind of what I thought it was going to be, but I really liked how intimate the venue was, whereas when we were at Lollapalooza in France, it was like everything was so spaced, so spread out, you know. So they had 4 stages going on, which...
Right, whereas Big Slap in Malmo, Sweden was just one stage, and so your concentration was just there, and they just changed acts, and, you know, it took a few minutes, and then went on, whereas Lollapalooza, it was 4 different stages, so there was always something going on. And we got rained out on day 1, is that right?
Yeah, we went a little late on day 1, and Jacob had been there all day, and then it started to rain, and Jacob wanted to leave because he was tired and wet. So
Yeah, it was like a half an hour walk from our hotel and then another free shuttle ride for another 15 minutes or so. But then you could take the city subways if you walked about 15 minutes, but you also had to walk 15 minutes from the free shuttle, so. It was fun though.
It was.
But it wasn't all. Big Slap was kind of electronic dance music. David Guetta and Armin van Buuren and Timmy Trumpet.
Timmy Trumpet.
And Lollapalooza was more like the 1975 and Migos and electronic dance music there was a little tent for. The problem was at Lollapalooza Paris that the electronic dance music tent was basically just on a field. It would kind of be like in a park, like kind of a grass field, but it had turned to dirt. And so whenever anybody was dancing, there was a giant cloud of dust coming out of the tent. And so if you stood on the side that the wind was coming from, you were fine. But if you were on the side where the wind was blowing to, you were just covered in dirt.
In dust.
And it seemed like they were a little more respectful of the audience at Big Slap. We were also in a VIP area because it was $10 more. $10.
$10 for VIP.
Whereas the VIP area at Lollapalooza was like $800 per day more. But we weren't doing that.
Where did you go?
We're talking about Paris and Malmo, Sweden. So we went to some dance concerts or some concerts. One was Lollapalooza in Paris. The other was called the Big Slap in Sweden, which is in Malmo is right next to Copenhagen in Denmark, which is where we were staying.
And the benefits of public transportation where you walk out of the venue, you walk to the train station, cross the border, take a tram to your hotel.
Didn't the train go to our hotel at Big Slap? The train we took, we didn't have to change trains.
Oh, that's right. It went straight to the station. We had to walk out to get to our hotel, which was good because we got back later than the bus was. Right.
So have you heard of Migos, Ernie? Yes, you have?
Yeah.
So we saw, Jacob really liked them. We saw them in Paris. Who else did we see there? I don't know. Oh, we saw, who was the guy? I don't know, we saw some other people.
I heard you say Armin van Buuren, right?
Yes. Armin van Buuren was amazing.
We saw it in Sweden, yeah.
And David Guetta
Oh,
and Timmy Trumpet.
oh okay.
And really, really good show. Who are the other ones we saw in Lollapalooza? I know Martin Garrix was there, but we didn't stay.
Wasn't it with Stone in their name? That's right.
21 Pilots?
There we go.
21 Pilots? Is that good?
21 Pilots.
We saw 21 Pilots, but then it started to rain really hard. So we heard like their one-hit song, and then we ran and hid under a tent.
And you said this was in Paris?
One of them was in Paris, and one of them was in Sweden. But we went to see our daughter because she was singing in Austria.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was singing in Salzburg twice. And so it was about 2 weeks apart. So we went and saw her, and then we went to Munich in Germany and with her, and then we went to Venice, Italy, and Copenhagen/Sweden without her, and then we went back and saw her second performance in Salzburg.
Woo! And Sting. That's fun.
We saw Sting. You know him?
No.
Message in a Bottle. Do da da da. Nothing. Don't Stand So Close to Me. The Police. Yeah.
Old people music.
You'd like it if you listened. We took our daughter. We went to the Rolling Stones on Thursday at the Rose Bowl, and we took our son and our daughter with us. And Jacob knew one song, and Sabrina said she didn't know any songs. It's like we knew not every song, but probably 75%.
Yeah. There were certainly one or two that I didn't know for sure. And then,
Did you know any Rolling Stones songs, Ernie?
Rolling Stones, Painted Black?
There you go.
That's probably the only one.
That's the one Jacob knows.
Yeah, that's nice. That's awesome.
they obviously did one song Jacob knew. That's the only song I
Painted
know.
Black, which is the one Ernie knows.
Right. Well,
we did go to the Rolling Stones. There's video online. It was really fun. It was expensive. It did not rain. Jacob said he enjoyed Sting more than the Rolling Stones because there was lightning. If you look at the videos of our Sting concert, you'll see there's lightning in the background. It was in Padua, and we were staying in Venice. And so we had to take a train to get from Venice to Padua. And then you could either take a cab or a bus or walk to the concert. We figured, well, we got a little time, let's walk.
Messed us up.
I mean, we got to our seats on time.
We got to our seats on time, but they took us down a road that was under construction. We couldn't get across the train tracks.
So we basically had to climb over a small railing and cross the train tracks, and then we had to cross another railing on the other side, and then we were basically just walking. But then we got to the arena, and they were pretty nice. And it was hard to find our seats because the system was weird. It's not like section 1, 2, 3. It was like H4, H5, G4, G5, A3, A2, and none of those in any order. And all the seats were numbered sequentially in a section. So like the A5 has seats 1 through 100. So then you got to figure out where in the world you are. And so we found our seats. We asked somebody, there was a ticket master, customer service person who showed us to where they were. And we sat down and he came out and started singing. And then the lightning started.
And you're sitting there going, we're outside. Is the lightning coming this way? Are they going to cancel the show? Is it...
People didn't seem to flinch. They just watched the show. And we didn't get wet, and it didn't rain on us. We just got this lightning show behind the concert. And so we watched the videos of the Sting concert from Padua, which would have been end of July.
Yeah.
You'll see the lightning behind Sting, which Jacob said he enjoyed that more than the Rolling Stones, and the Rolling Stones are incredible. So neither of the kids had been to a Rolling Stones concert before. And it was our fourth, I think. So we saw them at the O2 in London, and we saw them in Prague last year. We saw them at Staples once, and then this is the fourth show at the Rose Bowl. And it was great. So we're glad to be home. Jacob moved into his apartment yesterday at Chapman. That was kind of fun because it wasn't too far, but it still felt like you're actually accomplishing something.
And we won't have to be in charge of...
Our empty nest is getting emptier.
Any scheduling, pretty much.
Yeah, he's close enough if we want to do something with him, but far enough that he's not eating our food. At least not yet.
I'm sure he will greatly appreciate being able to take leftovers back and have them later instead of taking leftovers back and coming to find out that Mom ate his leftovers while he was asleep.
You're saying you and Jacob like the same leftovers? He has a habit of, we'll go out to dinner, and he will
order two
he'll order two entrees so he can take one home. Like, we have food at home, right? He's like, I like this.
And then, the last two times he did it, I ate his leftovers.
Yay. My hero. So Sabrina goes home next week, goes back to Denver next week. And her birthday is on Saturday, and she lives on Sunday. So we're talking about going to Disneyland on Friday. If anybody wants to go along to celebrate Sabrina's birthday. And we most like those people who are willing to pay for themselves.
Sorry? Especially like those who are willing to pay for
But if there are any of Sabrina's friends who would like to go with us, you are welcome. You don't have to pay for yourself. King season's almost starting, and Dodgers have got about another month till the playoffs start. And Kirby's daughter Alexi's getting married next year, so I think we're going to be taking a trip to Branson. Big Cedar Lodge, I think, is where we're doing it. That should be fun. So we're looking at that trip. We're talking about maybe going to New York again, though we just got back from New York literally last week. We were talking about maybe going to Paris, but we got back from Europe literally last week. So who knows? Are we looking forward to being empty nesters again? Is that a fair statement? We've had a good time with the kids this summer.
Yeah. But
And we see Sabrina a lot.
we do see Sabrina a lot, because we already are looking at being there in November.
And then she's got a 6-week break between Thanksgiving and New Year's. So she's not gone for that long. Plus, we are going to go see her in November. So, Jacob's going to be a little closer at Chapman, so we can do stuff with him if we want to. But also hope to kind of give him his own space, let him do his own thing. He went to his first event yesterday at Hillel at Chapman. He said that was fun. It's kind of an orientation event, so it's mostly younger kids, but better to meet people. And his classes start on Monday. His orientation's Monday, and his classes start Monday. There's only 3 kids in his incoming class, so.
And there's only 2 kids in the class above him.
Although there is undergraduates that I think study the same thing. Behavioral and computational economics has a joint master's and bachelor's program. I think that's 5 years, which is basically what he's doing. Is he's taking 3 years undergraduate at Ohio State and then 2 years graduate at Chapman. I'll be right back.
So yeah, we're looking forward to what he's doing next. Assuming we'll have to probably try to schedule times to meet with him. Or do you think he's going to be like, woo, Dodgers are in town?
Yeah, I think it'll probably revolve around sporting events.
Yes,
Dodgers
except
and
that,
Kings.
then that only means one of us gets to see him, because usually we all have pairs.
Well, we can usually get a third in dugout club.
That's true.
And we've got 4 in the field box. I'm sure we can always get a single for the Kings if we want. Buy it.
That's true.
Right? We can trade with some of the people around us if we want. Alright, I think this is our last volley, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed Ping Pong Podcast number 25.
Woo,
Make sure-
25.
Make sure to like and share.
Like and share. Oh my gosh, don't
I've
share.
also been posting them on YouTube, so you can share with people who aren't on Facebook there too.
Woo-hoo,
YouTube
because so
pages.
many people are interested in watching this.
Well, that's the goal, is that this becomes the most popular ping pong podcast on the planet. Of course, it may already be the most popular ping pong podcast on the planet. Maybe the only ping pong podcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Beth Walba says, I have new vendors to plan your travel. Bye, everybody.